started back in about 1998 when I was doing my undergraduate degree at the University of Newcastle. I was doing a Bachelor of Social Science and Sociology. I was studying gay hate crimes as part of my one of my subjects. I went to one of the gay hate crimes web pages for one of their groups. Joined as an undergraduate academic, doing a third year subject. I met a fellow called Dog Womble. I won't mention his proper name because I don't want to put defamation in. Consider the name Dog Womble. He got a little hatred to me because at the time I was with Fred Nile and Fred Nile's group, and I ended up finding out things which I did not like. I found out things about the Mardi Gras which was quite not good. Things such as drugs.
I have read about that. I did hear a lot of references to a group called Z-Geek. What are they?
Z-Geek came in a little bit later. So Z-Geek came in and Dog Womble joined up with Z-Geek and they attacked me with a pile of with a group of disinformation. Dog Womble started with disinformation, putting websites on about me. And Dog Womble come against me because I found out some things and he sort of thought he was a gay activist, but he's not a gay activist, he's more of a troublemaker. And he was debating me on stuff I knew were facts.
So we read, I've been reading your group, the Yahoo group, that there's something mentioned of a conspiracy as the Potter Project or the Sunol. What are these?
The Potter Project of Harry Potter, I was told this, I had this given to me by a group of people who call themselves the Illuminati. The Potter Project is, I'll explain what Fnord is. Fnord means subliminal psychology.
Yes.
I have done master's degree level in consumer behaviour. Subliminal psychology is a very good way and a very potential and an excellent way of getting people in through deception. I'll give you one example of that.
The Potter Project. What's it?
I don't know a lot about the Potter Project. All I know is they're using Harry Potter under the word Fnord, under the terminology of Fnord, to suck kids in to believing things which they want to push their agenda with.
So is Z-Geek behind this?
Z-Geek are one of the groups. Behind this is a number of different groups.
Who else would be behind it?
The Masonic group, Freemason groups such as Illuminati, groups such as people involved in witchcraft.
Is Mr. Collier involved with this?
Not as far as I know. I can't say he is, I don't know.
We've also read quite a lot of him. He said he's very outspoken on Allah and Islam. Where does that come from? I've done a bit of study in Islam at university.
I've done study in world religion at university. And that's a different issue altogether. I'm a Christian, full-on Christian. I do back the Jewish state. So in that sort of area, I'm more of a supporter of the Jewish state than some of the fundamental Islams. I've got nothing against Muslims, which are peaceful, but the ones I'm talking about are not peaceful. If a person's going to blow themselves up, kill a whole pile of kids, in the meantime, for a cause, they are fanatics.
And what about, you've been quoted as saying Allah is a demon. Where does this come from?
That comes from my understanding of what the Bible is.
And so Z-Geek are largely responsible for all of this, are they?
Z-Geek's responsible for a large amount of this. They have stirred me up in a number of ways where I've lost my temper, and I've done a few unwise things, few stupid things. I will admit that, and I haven't kept a check on myself. But when I lose my temper, I don't lose in such a way where I find a person with a fist or come. I come at them verbally, and I'll attack them through legal channels.
And,
I'm more of an academic style attack, and a debating attack.
And who is Wendy the Racing Lesbian?
That was just a name I made up, a fictitious name I made up to get information which I needed.
What information did you find?
I found out about Fnord, about where some of this stuff was coming from. Also, they made up a group called, I'll give you the web address, groups yahoo.com/group/Sunolism.
One sec, okay, Sunolism.
Sunolism is a cult that was formed by Dr. Christopher Wheatley.
Christopher Wheatley.
That's not his correct name, that's his computer name.
What's his correct name, do you know?
No, I'm not going to mention his correct name. I know his correct name, but I don't want, as I said, I don't want to defame people. I don't want to have defamation.
I read somewhere that you'd met him before on a train.
That's correct, yes. About 3 or 4 years ago. I was travelling from Sydney to petitions against the Mardi Gras. I got about 5,000 signatures of people I don't know, using my marketing training and my understanding of behavioural psychology, get people to back me. That's how I know about Sunol. I've used it myself. I've studied it.
Okay. And Sunolism was started up and...
Journalism was started up as a joke religion, as a cult. But I've heard that literally thousands of people were poured in, were sucked in by it, but there's some people that are making money out of it.
Okay, so Sunolism has members.
I've heard that they have big members underground.
What do people worship who worship Sunol?
I'm not real sure, but I think they worship themselves.
Oh, okay.
That's stupid. No, but this is another issue. The media would become... I've got a person going into this with me. We're going to try and expose this.
Okay.
Get this people out. And I'll try and... because this Dr. Christopher Wheatley, he done a wicked thing. He formed this online parody religions in Yahoo. They stole my photo. I had my graduation photo on my own webpage, in both my undergraduate degree and also my postgraduate degree, University of Wollongong. I've got a master's level. And they used my photo illegally. They took my wife's photo and they stuck it up as using the Lord as a marketing case for a new religion. And people, I believe, are sucked in. I'll leave it at that. They're sucked in. I feel sorry for those people sucked in. I want to see them come out of it. I'm a Christian. I would like to see them come along with me to the churches, but I will work through organised churches. I don't start up new cults. That Dr. Christopher Wheatley needs to, excuse me saying, a kick in the rear end, a boot up the rear end by something like the tribunals and the law.
What about John Sunol?
John Sunol is a parody name of myself they use with this Yahoo group site. I would like someone to get into this Yahoo group site to find out exactly what's going on. I got in once. They let me in once. Did I fool them? When I saw what was in there, it is very serious. It's their plans to make a mockery of me. They actually were part of setting up this court case, this tribunal case. They set up to Mr. Collier, but the brought on for a woman called Inca. There's another one. Inca actually wrote to my wife when I was out of Wollongong, I think, prior to bust the marriage. And these people put the information with Mr. Collier and got this tribunal case going. And this tribunal case, the total other set up. I don't hate gays. I will not hate gays. I don't vilify homosexuals. I don't deliberately vilify homosexuals. What I'm against is the corruption at the heads of the Mardi Gras and the other areas to do with drugs, child pedophilia, other things, which I found out from my undergraduate degree studies in 1998, and talking with people from inside these groups who are too frightened. They're frightened to the life because it's run by mafia groups.
Right, okay, that should be